10:02 a.m. Um, Friday, June 6, 2025. The mediums that are making themselves heard here and the viewers, they're making up false allegations on my uncle, Naveen Chan. And they're lying and saying, he did this, and he's really angry now. And now he wants to kill me because he thinks that I'm saying he did it, or he thinks that I want to hurt him and don't want to, Um, and then now they're saying, oh, because you went to Sudha, and it was my rapist father that wanted to do that, and that's why he smeared his feces. He sprayed his feces on, on the ground. He poured his feces on the ground in my basement, where the carpeting is, and he put a picture there, and he put his, feces there on my puja sala, on the counter, on the kitchen counter in my basement. He put his, where I picked up Sudhamami's picture and put it. He smeared his feces over there, and he sprayed his feces on the Ziba Chawal package that I had in my room in my basement. I put it there in the basement before he did that. And I put it there because I didn't, it had Ziba's name in it, so I didn't want, it to, I didn't want it to, I did because, I mean, it had Ziba's name in it. I figured they wanted me to get that package album because, it's what do you call it, Z, what am I trying to say? So because it says Ziba on it, right? Clearly, it's my cousin's name. I figured my mom and dad are trying to do some sort of black magic stuff with it, and so I just put it in my puja place, so that it's in a clean place, and they, but then they ended, my rapist father ended up spraying his feces on it and framing me up for it, and then what do you call it, Ziba thinks that I'm projecting images, and she thinks that I'm trying to, she thinks that, oh, she's trying to manifest that I am not. This is what's idiotic about them. It was my rapist father that was raping, molesting, and sexually assaulting me in the basement since I was about 2 years old. The face was attractive. He was the only one we would see me 24/7, or just about. It was him. It was him. My nanny said that she doesn't know what he did, but that there was a time I was shaking my head as I came. He did something to me, and I was shaking my head as I was coming up the basement staircase. And then there was another incident where he busted my mouth, my face, I think it was my mouth. He made me. He did so. He hit me, and I went down the staircase. My mouth was busted, and my mom was washing out the blood. And let's see, yeah. So my mom was washing out the blood, and what do you call it, and then it was my rapist. My rapist father is making false allegations of doing weird stuff. Sometimes these people, the mediums and the remote viewers, and the criminal psychologists who were paid to do this job, they're storytellers. They lied and said Nita did it. Nita was posting her. She's taking her in the basement, and then they're lying and saying that it was they're making false allegations on everyone. And then so they're saying, oh, it was like Biju Mama never did it, but they're making this allegation on him. And you know and then they lied and made lies about me of doing that to little girls in the basement. And nothing like that ever happened. That's the funny thing. No, I've never done that. I never, because no incident like that took place in the basement. And then they said, oh, she was raping little girls in school. They meant elementary, middle school, high school, and nothing like that ever happened. Because there's adult supervision there, so that it's not even possible for that to happen. I mean, it is possible, you know. But it never happened. Why don't any of the witnesses come forth? Why don't any of the victims come forth? Anyways, and I feel really bad. I had an unwanted thought about Biji Mama, when those whores, uh, you know when those whores, that are the remote viewers, when they lied and said they're not even remote, they're Kali tantric black magic practitioners, and they're trying to make a problem between myself and Bijimama. I heard Bijimama crying. He's hurt because he thinks, I'm making this allegation on him, and and then these people keep saying that, oh, Rumina wants to pasta Ziba, Rumina wants to pasta Ziba. They're lying. They want me to say I want to when I don't. They're lying and saying Ramina wants to pasta when I don't want to do that. Anyway, and then they're saying that, oh, Ziba doesn't want to look at her. That's totally okay, And then Ziba is lying, and saying, oh, that I look like this. She gave everybody like a ugly picture to circulate. She knows that I had a normal looking face. I didn't always look like this. They ripped my cheek muscles. My rapist father, and they're spitting at me. Riaz uncle, because they made false videos. They made false videos. These people, my rapist father has been making false videos of me doing defecation, when he was the one doing that to me, when he was rape defecating me. He was smearing his feces on my mouth. He was, forcing his feces in my mouth, and then he had the nerve, the audacity to say to me, "Tum khub khaira." That's Fijian in Hindi. And then another word he calls me is, so he said to me, what do you call it? He word he'd call me is pacharia. Well, I don't even use this word. I don't use this language. He's weird. And he's constantly at me. Go and review those videos. Everybody believes him, but he's the one that's been sexually abusing me. And he wanted to do the same to my cousin Ziba, and that's why he. So if you guys, if I can give my fecal sample, so I can give my sample. I can give I don't know what it's called, but I can give the sample for testing. I can give the sample for testing, and it's not gonna match what he sprayed. He sprayed his shit on the Ziba travel package to frame me up for it, and then he's so perverted. He called my cousin Ziba's name, in a sexual manner. Like I didn't even know how to say it. It was between 11:20 to 11:22 a.m., and it was on a Sunday or Monday, February 10th or 11th, 2025. He's really sick and gross. I have so many regrets. I went to the Portland International Airport. It was just to get a card, and then I didn't want to return home, and then they wanted to have me arrested. And that was, I suppose that was a danger zone, and then that's from there I was hauled off to the psychiatric facility, and then after the psychiatric facility I ended up here. I ended up here. I ended up here. And this is what my mom does. My mom worships that. My mom worships that, not me. Can you guys even hear the fucking audio? Can you guys not hear what I'm saying? So it was rapist Muhammad that once wanted to defecate everybody. I never even considered raping Sudha. I never considered raping Sudha. And that bastard, Amir underscore US, AMIR underscore US, is male cousin son's brother-in-law. That bastard, he's screaming, that's why she wants to posture people. They're not Aryan. There's a homosexual pedophile male child rapist of his Iranian origin that they were raped, defecating those little boys that are of Iranian origin that they were targeting through my live streams and pretending to be me, my audience of my social media accounts, my Tingle Live broadcasting account, Royal Indian ROYALINDIAN. And they chose to target those people. I don't think it was Sidamami's family. I don't even recall her. Sis is plotting to break my phone. He wants to batter me. Satnesh Chand, SATNESH, Chand CHAND. That's Siddha's husband. They share 3 children together. Rakesh Chand, the oldest, RAKESH, Chand CHAND. Ricky, that's his nickname, RICKY. And the mediums were making up lies that Ricky went to go shoot Ali Shan, that Ricky went to go mess up his face. They kept saying that, and and then so it's this fat ugly bastard, Amir underscore US's male cousin son's brother-in-law. It's his family, and their relatives, they're hexing me. So it's and because they want that done to Alishan. And then I don't know if Ricky did I don't know. I don't know what's happening. And then 1 minute they're saying they were testing me, and then I don't know. And then this fat ugly bastard, he lied and said that what do you call it? He wants what do you call it? That he what am I trying to say here? My mind is getting confused. So he was after Silva. That's what it was. Ricky's mom, and then he framed me up for wanting to like rape shit her, rape defecate her, and they keep screaming, you want to rape Ricky's mom, and then they're screaming, you want to rape, Ricky's mom's mom, Sarah's mom. They're weird, it's weird, these allegations they're making on me. I can't help what's happening in my head. Why? Because they're the ones doing this to me. And then they keep lying and saying, oh, you wanted to rape Sudha, you wanted to rape Sudha. I never wanted to do that, you know. I never even considered doing that. That's what he lied and told her. He must have seen her before, right? He was probably attracted to her, so he lied and told her that she wants to rape you. She wants to rape, defecate you. I never considered doing that. I wasn't. That's not even what I was thinking, you know. And then when I thought of Ricky, then he lied. He lied and said that it was Sudha that I was thinking of. He lied and said again, that she went to rape, defecate her. I never even thought of raping her once in my life. Maybe I had like I wasn't when I was thinking to slam the griddle. It was actually to my mom and Nani and even Sisu. And then Sudha mommy is actually the one that popped up in the head. So that I wasn't trying to think that, I don't want to do that. That's what they're not understanding. And then this thought, I did have a dark thought. It's been happening since yesterday sometime, because what they do is they keep screaming. And then they keep lying, the hypnotherapists, the mediums, and the remote viewers, they keep lying and saying that Durga's Persian, oh, and she cursed you because you wanted to be Persian. I never did. I just went to pull my nose bone back into its original upright position. I had perfect, eye shape, and then it got like that after my father had busted my nose bone inwards, and then I had no idea they'd actually been ripping my eye muscles and stuff. And, they'd been ripping, my rapist father had been ripping my cheek muscles. I'd been compressing in my jawbones. And so that's why I'm looking the way I am. And then I was genetically altered, with genes of reptile, DNA of reptile and DNA of black people, not normal black people, but black, not normal black people, but black people that are like Down syndrome looking. And what do you call it? So I just want to let you see this. And then nobody in my family ever had Down syndrome. That's the thing. And this guy, Amir underscore US, his male cousin, son's brother-in-law, is of Iranian origin too, and he has obsession with Ricky's mom, Sudha, and then he has obsession with my cousin Ziba, and those are two people he requested for my mom to have. When he was at my home sometime between I think it was Monday, December 16th, 2024. I don't remember what the date was, till about February 12th, 2025. I don't remember when it was. And then they keep screaming at me, Nita, 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 Nita. They put Nita's DNA in me, and then all day long they lie and say, oh, Nita was whore, Nita was doing this, Nita was doing that, Nita was nasty, Nita, and then because they're trying to hex me, and that's what it is. And then they did black magic over everybody, like Indian Punjabi people, that have the Aryan gene. And then they're saying that they're Aryan, and she doesn't know Aryan because they're trying to like categorize like all like the Indian Aryans, like Indo-Aryan with Iranian, and claim them all as the same, and they're not. It's weird, you know. Anyways, and the you know, this guy, Amir underscore Yusuf's male cousin son's brother-in-law, he was slamming in my head, my forehead, with an iron hammer, as he'd shoot me unconscious with tear gas tranquilizers. I had no idea what he was doing to. I had no idea what was being done to me. I just know my head was hurting. He said, you know, that he's coming over there to f up my face, and that's what he'd been doing to me since April 27, 2025. Is every time I said Sudha is of Indian descent, she has an orange gene that makes her look, you know, appear the way she does, and then that's when he gets really angry, and then he'll scream at me that Sudha, she's Persian, she's Iranian, she's Aryan. Like he'd scream at the top of his lungs, you know, in his jungly voice, the way he does. He's you know. Anyways, and then somehow he's convinced them that they're you know, like Iranian, Aryan, and then what do you call it? When I thought of Sahil, who's a little bit tan complected, you know, you know, they're Iranian little girls. They showed the picture of him, right? And they were saying "you" to him. It is not just okay. They're little girls. Okay, so what? And then those you know, the people in you know, his family, the you know, it was weird, like you know, and then they just want to say that it's only Ricky she likes, you know, about myself, and that's not true. Sahil was my Ricky is around my age group. The thing is, Sahil was a child in front of me, and he was a beautiful little boy. And anyways, so it's about 10:23 a.m. And once again, Friday, June 6, 2025. They want to put me in a mental hospital. They're trying to, you know, force me. And then these guys are saying it's what you did to little kids about me. When this Amir underscore US's male cousin son's brother-in-law, he's the one that was, what do you call it, sex trafficking male children of Iranian origin to homosexual pedophile male child rapists. He did it at the Best Western Premier Hotel when I was staying there sometime between November 18th, 2024 to I think December 5th, 2024. And this guy is crazy. He wants to come here and shoot me. And he'd been screaming at me, you know, that Sudha is nothing to you, you know, Sudha doesn't like you, Sudha never liked you. She, you know, and what do you call it? That's not how she felt. I was a beautiful child, and that was why she liked me. And then he kept saying, it's, you know, that it's because she's Aryan. She'd never like you. You know, you don't have, you know, a fair complexion. He uses the term white, that she wanted a white child. She wants really like white skinned child, you know. That's what he's saying. But then, you know, her own you know, child, Sahil, the second one, the middle one, he's tan complected, but he's beautiful. And then I don't want to say, and then this guy had made up, he and the mediums and the hypnotherapists that were hypnotizing me as they were drugging me and making me unconscious. They were saying that she molested about myself. That oh, Ramina molested Ritika. I never did that. I never molested Ritika. I never touched Ritika. Anyways, so he just wants to claim her as Persian because he wants to claim her. He wants her. He's after her. And then he made up a false allegation on me of, you know, what do you call it? He made up a false allegation on me, of wanting to do, something to her, like rape, defecate her. What was the other thing? He requested her from my mom, when they were doing Kali Tantric, black magic, devil worship, and what am I trying to say here? I can't think. Anyways, and then they keep screaming and yelling at. Oh, anything I was thinking. He would, what do you call it? They don't let them hear the full audio. So he'll go. He's weird. Um, they're saying Sudha was hexing and cursing him. But anyways, he goes and they're not allowed to have. I don't know. They're saying I don't understand, but I just know that he did a tantric black magic bind on her, and then they lied and said, that that's not even Sudha's voice. Anyways, then they lied and said that she does. I don't know. What am I trying to say? But he's also one of the people bring me up for wanting to rape defecate her, and that was by like videos he had my mom play, and never wanted to do anything like that, and then they said they're calling the cops on me. They can call the cops on me. I haven't done anything. And this guy, he wants to claim her as Persian just because he wants her, and then same with Ziva. Ziva's most beautiful of them all. Who can ever be as attractive as Ziva? And then they keep lying and saying, "Oh, she wanted to bust her." Did you guys see that in the when you did the remote viewing? When you did even artificial intelligence? No, right? Because I never wanted to. I never considered doing that. Muhammad was framing me up because he wanted to do that to her. I never even once fantasized about her. Anyways, and Muhammad was the one that was touching his Nazma Fufi in what do you call it, in Canada, British Columbia. He would always feel up on her, and it just it further proves he is what he was, and he what do you call it? He was doing weird stuff to what do you call it? The So what do you call it? He was doing weird stuff to what do you call it? So he was doing weird stuff to he was he was molesting cat his so he had a white girlfriend, Kathy, Mortiore, white American once again. He was sexually abusing her. I don't know if it was 7 to 9 year old girl. He was sexually abusing her, and what do you call it? And this story I know from my mom, and I don't know how my mom knows about it, but maybe she does. Maybe he told her himself, and then just like he told her about he himself, feeling up Nazma Dadi, and what else? So it's my father, and my father was forcing his feces in my mouth, down my throat, and nobody believes me. Everybody's spitting on me, as if Ramina was doing this. So, when it's not me, and then put the phone on the charger.
Controllable and it's flexible. Omega XL. It's a one-of-a-kind oil extract. It's small, easy to swallow, soft gel, with no aftertaste. Plus, it's backed by science.
I've been using Omega XL now for, I'd say, about a year. I started noticing results within the first month. I feel active, where I can walk 2 to 3 miles a day if I want to, and run up and down the stairs. Thank you, Omega XL, for helping me get my life back.
Give Omega XL a chance and see the difference it can make in your life. You'll be happy that you did.
What was the last time we took a break? Sad destinations don't remember. The moment to recharge and revitalize ourselves. Tea break! Let's make tea break happen!
What happens is when one partner reacts, when one partner gets triggered, they react in a way that trigger the other partner's triggered. So the trigger gets called out. Most couples will throw their pain back and forth. One person will get triggered, pick up the hot potato, roll it at the other. The other person will catch the hot potato, will activate their trigger, and they'll throw the hot potato back. It's just passing a hot potato back and forth and back and forth. You ever get to that point where you're like, I don't even know why we're arguing or what we're arguing about? That's because you just become so habituated to throwing hot potatoes that you don't even know what the opposite is. So healing happens
Mom.
when you can create a container.
I did, it's already I made it. I was calling you.
Actually allow your partner to talk like they break without reaction. You understand that this is the game. And you've developed the emotional capacity because you've taken responsibility for your own reactions, not information, questions, information. Is it really true that I can't trust this person? Is it really true that I'm not good enough? Wait a minute, is it really true that I'm not as strong as I should be? Wait a minute, is it really true that he or she shouldn't be reacting that way? Well, of course they should be reacting that way. Why? There's no problem. You know the game, you look at the information, you started to downregulate your own nervous system by using transformational tools like other we talk about on the show. Now, you build the capacity to be a loving presence, a container that a person can actually love. So when their trigger gets activated and they throw the hot potato at you, you catch it. And you gently set it down. That's what real love is. That's what real power is. It's the ability to not react when our partner is reacting. And you know what? This isn't a thing that changes overnight, but it's a capacity that you build over time. This isn't a thing you're going to do perfectly. You think Carol and I still going to argue? Of course we did. We had a small argument this morning before the episode. I don't remember what. It was something where she put cinnamon in my oatmeal. And I'm like, I'm on a non-spice diet. And moved into a thing. She got the medicine. When you're always on some sort of thing, taking care of your body, I don't pay attention to what people eat. I can eat whatever I want. If you have such a sensitive nervous system, I had to just catch the potato. Look, I started it. Maybe. The potato. But really what I'm saying is, I love myself. I don't need to justify myself. And I love her, and I know she's doing the best that she can. So this whole process can start with a conversation. With your awareness, your dialogue. Listen to this episode with your partner. And it at least gives you a terrain within which to play a loving relationship. And you know what? If you have a partner that won't listen to this, you're like, you don't understand my partner. They're not in the they won't listen to these things. They're not ready for it. Oh, this is a much more general. That's okay too. Quietly build the practice. Build the practice of understanding that it's not your partner. It's trauma. It's not your reaction. It's trauma. Understand the game. You start taking radical responsibility for your reaction. It's work for you. You can't change it.
¿Verdad? Break your couch also with me. Hasta se break your couch that I'm chopping at you.
That you quietly do you're no longer going to be the same person. Their hooks are going to try to hook into you. If you don't let them hook into you, it gives them the space to see, like, oh wow, I'm going to. That's the really interesting thing. Like, if your partner throws their trigger or hot potato at you, and you catch it and throw it back, there's no space for them to actually see that they're throwing hot potatoes, because that space is being filled with them catching yours. But if you create a loving presence and don't react, it gives them the space to see what they're doing, which is throwing their trauma at you. And you know what? A good person, seeing that enough times, will be inspired to do some work as a change. So your change has the opportunity to facilitate change for them, to create space for them. Or you will rise in frequency above your soul contract, above your trauma, and if they choose to continue to stay in theirs, you'll have to eject from your orbit. And that may be temporarily painful for you, but someone at your level will be attracted in. Again, you may say, Dave, you don't want my partner. And I'm saying it's not about your partner. So, opportunities for us to learn to create internal safety, regardless of external control. And we can do this through practices. You can develop a practice of feeling safe. I just had an episode, like 2 episodes ago, where I shared a meditation practice where, a lot of this work is about working with limiting beliefs and using tools to transform limiting beliefs to deal with trauma. But the other side of that is to start building and embedding within your nervous system safety, feeling like you matter, openness, connectedness, presence, letting go of resistance. And there's great meditative practices to start building this, to start embedding that into our nervous system. It's important for men to understand that leadership and being a man isn't hustle. It's not grind. It's not money. It's presence. So you lead by your nervous system, not by proving it. Then you can be in a conscious partnership with people committed to presence over performance. And I want to leave you with one more thing. What's actually happening at a really high level, and I talk about this in other episodes, whenever we experience pain or problem or contrast or trauma, what we're creating in the field is exactly the opposite. So when we experience security, it really creates This is why I actually believe that we're the catalyst for change. There's so much maternal, feminine power in there. And if you would learn through the process of your relationship, through some of your stories, get into a practice of feeling safe, loving presence, and transformation, you're so powerful for real work. Then you have accumulated so many pieces spread in the field. And if you just let go of the old story that you're not good enough, you're good enough, that she should be angry at you, that she's never going to change, you can develop loving presence and work with that information, heal yourself, and start building a practice of safety, serenity, and awareness right now. And it creates so much. Relationship, and live without it. Your family, your children, so I want you to think about what would change in your relationship if you stop reacting to your partner's pain and started building your capacity. this episode. Let me know what you think. If you're joining on YouTube, leave a comment. I'm always curious to see what you think. This is just what I've learned in my own experience, and it's such an honor to be able to share it with you. If you haven't yet subscribed, hit that bell icon so you get some notifications. If you love this episode, share it with your partner, share it with your girlfriend, share it with your boyfriend. And if you're listening on the audio platform, do the same thing. Do me a favor, subscribe. Really love sharing this episode with you. I love you so much. I hope this moves you forward a little bit. You didn't understand it. You're understanding your powerful. You start to play the game differently in the context of your own relationship. You know, again, this is a one-day life. This is not a thing that changes up. You got to Hey, David, hop on over to davidbear.com. Right here, there's also a link in the show notes and sign up for our newsletter. You'll get access to free life hack as well. A couple of things to help you faster. You can gain this through great way to stay informed and be a part of our community and be notified of special. Click below, head on over to the website, you subscribe. If you love this video, make sure you check out this more.
Stop looking for the perfect ring. Design your own with own brilliance instead. You can choose a ring style. In a metal, no, absolutely. And for interactive, like diamond easy too. So you don't just look for a ring. You create your own ring. Learn that your designs from
If you ever felt like you're doing everything right, affirmations, mindset work, vision boards, but your life keeps looping the same problems over and over, like some kind of spiritual groundhog day, maybe you make more money, then you lose it. Your health improves, then it collapses. You're not crazy, and you're definitely not broken. But there's a hidden law of creation that almost no one talks about, and until you understand it, you'll keep taking 2 steps forward and 2 steps back. And in this episode, I'm going to show you what that law is and why it's the linchpin between temporary change and permanent transformation. Hey, it's David Bear. Welcome to A Changed Mind, a sanctuary for your spirit, a place where each and every episode I remind you of the certainty of the goodness of the future. I'm your friend, your host, your guide, David Bear. About a year ago, I recorded an episode on this topic, and it was one of my most powerful and popular episodes. So many questions. Thank you for asking. And so I wanted to elaborate on this conversation and really deliver you a masterclass level understanding of why it can sometimes feel like law of attraction is simply not working for you. So let's get into it. Now, I'm sure if you're listening to this show, you are somebody who's understands you can create your own reality. You've done something like a vision or a dream. You've done some beliefs work. As you start to transform your beliefs, as you set new intentions and you start to desire to create a new reality, you actually set in motion a new future reality. But you're still living in the old. And when you don't realize this, it can cause all kinds of changes. So a lot of people, for example, decide, hey, I'm going to get out of financial insecurity. I'm going to live a life of prosperity and abundance. I'm going to make as much money. Maybe they're growing their business. They're going to have high-paying clients. They go to a motivational event, an inspirational event. They get super excited. They come home. For a short period of time, it seems like life is complying.
Seperti ini untuk hubungan money, it will build.
Have some conversations. It looks like you meet some people who maybe want to work with you in this example, and then those people end up ghosting you and not enrolling in your product or service. Same type of thing that happened with your health. You've been experiencing some type of chronic health condition. Maybe it's been years, maybe a decade. You decide, you know what, I'm done with this. I understand that I'm creating my own reality. You do some belief work around it. You're listening to your body. You do some somatic release. You start to feel a little bit better, and then all of a sudden you flare up. And it feels like I cannot make any progress my life. And in that moment, what's actually happening is you are deciding that change is not possible. So stay with me for a second. You determine if you want a new reality or a new future. And as the shift is taking place, there are signals that show up that are not in alignment.
So your song is good.